You believe you're thinking multiple thoughts right now. You're processing these words. Maybe you're aware of the ambient sound in your room, a slight itch on your arm, and a vague plan for what you'll eat later. But this feeling of a rich, parallel inner world is a masterful illusion. Your conscious mind is more like a spotlight, rapidly darting from one item to the next, not a floodlight illuminating everything at once. This rapid switching is what neuroscientists call cognitive shifting. It's so fast, so seamless, that it creates the experience of a continuous, multi-threaded consciousness. The truth is, you're already closer to a one-thought-at-a-time creature than you realize. So, what if we took away that rapid switching? What if you were truly, biologically limited to one single, unitary thought? To understand the consequence, we have to look at your brain's workspace, known as working memory. Think of it as a small mental whiteboard where you hold information temporarily. When you try to remember a phone number, you use a part of this whiteboard called the phonological loop, repeating the digits to yourself. But if someone asks you a complex question at the same time, the number vanishes. Why? Because you can't hold the digits on the whiteboard while also using it to process the question. In a single thought world, this whiteboard can only hold one single mark. Not a number, not a word, but perhaps a single digit or a single letter. This immediately creates a silent world. How do you form a sentence? A sentence is a sequence. To say the apple is red, you have to hold the idea of the apple in your mind while you search for and attach the concept is red. But you can't. You can think apple. Then that thought must end completely for you to think red. The connection, the relationship between them is a second thought that's now impossible. All complex language evaporates. You might be able to utter a single word, water, danger, food, but you couldn't explain why. Communication would revert to the most basic, reactive grunts and gestures. Without language, the story of you begins to unravel. Who are you? You are a narrative, a collection of memories, predictions, and feelings all woven together. This internal storytelling is largely the job of a brain network called the default mode network. It's what activates when you're daydreaming, thinking about the past, or planning for the future. It's the constant, quiet hum of you. But a single thought brain has no default mode network. There is no capacity to hold a memory of the past in the same moment as a perception of the present. There is no you to reflect upon the thought. There is only the thought itself. The self dissolves into a sequence of disconnected moments. This traps you in an absolute, inescapable present. Consider making a cup of tea. This simple act requires a cascade of related thoughts. I am thirsty. Present state. Tea will solve this. Goal. The tea is in the kitchen. Memory. I must walk there. Plan. This entire sequence is impossible if each thought erases the last. You might feel thirst. That is one thought. But by the time a new thought forms, like kitchen, the feeling of thirst is gone. There's no reason to go to the kitchen. You become a purely reactive creature, driven only by the most immediate and overwhelming stimulus. A loud noise, a bright light, a pang of hunger. You don't act, you are merely acted upon by the world, one sensation at a time. Even your perception of the world flattens. When you look at a tree, you don't just see a shape. You simultaneously think tree, green, tall, and access memories of climbing trees, the smell of pine, the concept of seasons. All these overlapping thoughts create a rich, layered experience. In a single thought world, you see a shape. then that's gone. Then you see a color, that's gone. You can never combine them to form the concept of tree. Metaphor, the bedrock of abstract thought, becomes unthinkable. You cannot think Juliet is the sun because it requires holding Juliet and sun in the mind at once. All art, poetry, science, and philosophy, all pursuits based on seeing one thing in terms of another, vanish. So what is left? A stream of pure, uninterpreted sensation. A flash of blue, the feeling of cold, the sound of a bell. There is no judgment, no memory to compare it to, no language to label it. It is a state of being completely and utterly present. You cannot feel sad about the past because the past as a concept does not exist. You cannot feel anxious about the future because you cannot conceive of it. It would be a profoundly simple existence, perhaps not even qualifying as consciousness in the human sense. It's the experience of a camera, merely recording photons, or a microphone, merely registering vibrations. A world perceived, but never understood.
Monotony has grown fast. Nearly 2,700 people have watched in the last few weeks, yet less than 0.03% are subscribed. It would mean a lot if you joined by hitting subscribe. And again, thanks for watching.